So when it comes to gardening, we quite often think a lot about our technique when we're trying to look after our back and avoid it being painful. But we do also need to think about having the strength to do what we need to do. There comes a point where technique isn't going to help you. You just need to have the strength to do those tasks you want to do. So if I want to be able to lift bags of compost like this, good technique's definitely going to help, but there comes a point where to protect myself I'm going to need to be able to lift that weight with strength. So having a plan to keep yourself fit for your gardening is a good idea to avoid injury and avoid flaring up your pain because you're doing something beyond your everyday capability. So there's some simple ways of doing that. One is to just make tasks easier. So, you don't have to fill up your watering can up to the brim if that weight's a little bit too much for you. Do more loads with half or 3/4 full, if that's what you need to do. You can also just make sure you do a little bit of training. So you don't need to spend ages in the gym, but just make sure that you're lifting weights, sort of building up to the weights you want to be able to do easily at other times. So if you're not at the allotment every day and you only go once or twice a week and you want to be able to lift heavy weights, you do need to do a little bit of work on that in between. So that can be as simple as putting some weights in a rucksack and practice lifting that, however you need to, a few times a day. Have that just maybe in a corner of a room and gradually increase the weight of something like equivalent of your bag of compost, and so that you know that you can easily and confidently pick up those weights without it being a problem for you, and then you're less likely to cause yourself a pain flare up.